Hi everyone, I'm Ali GREYMOND. Today I just wanted to remind you that no matter how scary the content of the thoughts is, or how scary the images or the urges or um, the sensations are, there's still OCD. So you have to choose to view them as OCD and don't get into this thought process of, well, this is so scary. Why would I have a thought like this? Why would an image like this pop into my head? You know, you're going down the wrong road when you're doing this. You're starting to react with fear, and your brain's like, oh, well, if you're reacting with fear to this very kind of arbitrary, you're like, whatever this is. So if you're reacting with fear to this, I'll send you more of this. And then it does. And then you start to get into this process. Well, now it's coming back again. Well, what does this mean? Or, a lot of the times too, OCD can come back or come to the person in dreams, right? And the person will start to worry, why is it happening in dreams now? It's happening in dreams because your brain is just trying to pull all the stops to get you into a reaction. I find that the dreams thing happens more as the person starts to get better, starts to fight back, because if you're not reacting in the waking life, then it comes in the dreams, just to somehow get you back into anxiety, to somehow get you back into a reaction. So look at it as this is normal process of OCD and normal process of OCD recovery. OCD will, especially when you're trying to fight back, it will try to one up itself to send you scarier and scarier images or scarier and scarier details of the same image. This is kind of just depends on the situation or thoughts or again urges, whatever. Any of those kind of ways OCD comes in, but it tries to make it worse in order, again, to get you back into a reaction. And this is where you have to stay very strong. And no matter what, we can all come up with a scary image. So don't look at scary images to mean, or scary thoughts to mean that there's something special. This means something. This means that we've all seen scary movies and we can come up with pretty much anything. And your brain is trying to come up with anything that will get you. And so far, it's been working. So that's why it's running on that programming that apparently you're getting scared by this. So I'll send it to you more in order to try to get you into a reaction. The brain doesn't understand what the thought is about, why you are scared. It doesn't get that. That part of the brain is very primitive. It just understands your reaction. If you're reacting with fear, that means the thought is valid. That means that I need to send more. If you stop reacting with fear, okay, this means that the fear is no longer valid. I don't need to pay attention to it. And when I say a thought is valid, I don't mean that the thought is true. I mean that the brain is looking at it as you're validating it, that it's a real danger by reacting to it as if it's a real danger. So you're confusing your brain by reacting to something that's not dangerous at all as if it is dangerous. And the more you do this, the repetitive compulsions, right? That doesn't matter if it's mental compulsions or physical compulsions. The more you do this, the more you show your brain that you are scared, the more these thoughts come in. Because it's just trying to bring you more of what you are scared of in order to try to protect you. Because you have to be aware of all the details of even scarier. Well, what else can I come up with? What is the most scary, right? So it's just look at it kind of like it's a game. It's the way the brain works. The brain in a non-OCD situation, if you were scared of something, your brain will throw you all the possibilities just in the same way, right? It doesn't understand the difference. It doesn't understand the content. But if you're telling it that I'm scared of a red balloon and you react to it that way, then it will send you more thoughts about the red balloon. It doesn't care. And also understanding all of your different OCD themes, because a lot of times the person will have a primary OCD theme and then a lot of just small things here and there. You have to address them all and overcome all of them by doing exposure, right? Exposure response prevention. And in terms of PRO, the thought itself is the exposure, and how are you reacting to this automatic thought that comes in. So response prevention, preventing the response of fear, right? And you have to do this for all of your different themes, because It's like even if one is kind of laying dormant right now, if you are in a stressful situation, something happens, even just not like bad stress, but just life changes, it can trigger it, and it can come in full force. Automatic thought, so scary, anxiety super high, and then it will be very difficult for you to react correctly. So as you are working on it, make sure you work on all aspects of OCD recovery. So when you are done with it, you can bring up any thought, any image. It doesn't matter. You can bring it up. Basically, you're saying to your brain, like, oh, you can bring it up. I can bring it up too. It means nothing to me because it's nothing to do with me, in that way. And then you're immune to it. You become immune to it. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you find my videos helpful. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, please subscribe. I do daily videos about all things related to OCD recovery. If you would like to do one-on-one recovery program with me, all the information is on youhaveocd.com. Thank you for watching. I'll see you tomorrow.